We are now connected.
All right, everyone, the June portal is officially open and the wave of abundance is here. I know you're feeling it. I've been reading your comments claiming the month of June. So today we are going to see exactly how you're going to ride this wave. And right now, it's your choice on how you want to move through this energy. So they're wanting you to be very intentional this month. And if you're wanting to ride this wave of abundance, you can actually claim this energy by typing in the comments, I am ready to ride this wave. I am ready to ride this wave. So let's get into your reading and see what your soul needs to hear as you're riding this wave. Welcome in, my beautiful Virgo friends. How are you? I am so happy and thankful to have each and every one of you here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria. Let's call in spirit, open up this space, and see what it is your soul is meant to hear today. So we're going to start with a spirit animal that is guiding you as you are riding this wave. And we have the Chinchilla Queen. You may have seen a chinchilla recently. Its message to you is about the power of silence. So don't be dragged into a verbal battle. Sometimes the best response is to say nothing at all. So you may be feeling a testy energy around where you're feeling pulled into some sort of verbal battle. Be very mindful of these moments in your life. So once again, don't be dragged into a verbal battle because sometimes the best response is to say nothing at all. And I feel that I'm catching someone biting their tongue. So, the Chinchilla Queen. Now, how is this abundance coming into your life, Virgo? How are you working with it? And how is it flowing into your life? So, we are getting here is through sweet success. You are meant to experience sweet success. So the message here is it's not difficult to get everything you want and then enjoy it. So you're going to find that you are getting what you want as you're riding this wave this month of June. So we've got a beautiful lollipop here. I used to love these lollipops when I was younger. Oh my goodness. I'd cry my head off and I bothered my mom so much until she bought me these. I was such a brat. So this is what it's reminding me of. So sweet success is the wave that you are riding, my friend. So let's pull some tarot cards and see what else is coming through. So Seven of Cups. You may be facing many choices. And I feel that whenever you find yourself in a dilemma, that's when these choices show up or these different paths appear and you're finding yourself having to choose between different things. So this is where we just stay grounded, clear our mind, and then go from there. So Seven of Cups. We have the Death card. So something has ended or something is ending in your life. And we have stepped into the month of June. This is a new month, a new cycle, a new chapter. So what happened last month, you are not carrying it into this month. Okay, so I feel that you are aware of this. And there's this again, awareness on what you're leaving behind and what you're stepping into. It's like a death rebirth and the awareness of it. So that is the Death card. Now, this is a major arcana card, so this energy is going to be prominent in your life. However, it tends to be in the background. So some of you are going to feel this energy intensely, while others you're going to feel this subtly. We have the Devil card. And anytime I touch the Devil card, immediately I feel a sticky energy. It's like tar. Or, you know, that Spider-Man that is black colored, right? I think is it Tom Hardy that plays that character? It might not even be Spider-Man. I could be totally wrong. You could share with me in the comment section below, but this is how it feels, right? It is like ego or an alter personality kind of vibe here with this. So it feels good in the moment, but long term, it is not good for you. So this is what this energy is representing. Now, I want you to use your own intuition with my reading today. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition, and you will also receive your own messages. And that is my favorite part, is when you share with me how these cards connect with you, how they show up in your life, and how you resonate with this reading. So share with me in the comment section below. And it's interesting because we have a sweet lollipop here. You know, because I ate so much candy when I was younger, I had a lot of cavities. It tastes good in the moment, but isn't good for me long term. That is the energy of the devil card. So before I continue on here, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating with you, please leave it behind. But also check out your moon, rising, and Venus signs, because sometimes they put the pieces together for you. And if you're enjoying my content, you feel a connection to me, the best way for you to support me is by subscribing and hitting that notification bell. It boosts the channel's frequency so that I'm able to reach all the souls that need to hear these messages. So again, thank you so much for all of your love and support here in this community, everyone. Thank you. So 7, we have the number 13, and we have the number 15. So you might be seeing these numbers around. They're just a connection that you have to this energy. And, you know, I feel that because we have the 7 of Cups, these might be the many different relationships that you have in your life right now. I do feel some of the things that are happening in the cosmos, specifically the asteroid Juno going retrograde in the sign of Aquarius. It's got a spotlight on our relationships. So I feel that you are coming home to yourself in a way where you're recognizing your energy and the energy of others and the exchange that is happening between them. And I'm starting to see that you are decluttering or putting up some healthy boundaries or being very clear around your standards or something important to you that you are now communicating. And because of this, it feels like the Wheel of Fortune has been set into motion. And it's kind of like the Wheel of Fortune TV show where you spin that wheel and you win something. It's not winning something, it's releasing something. So energetically, the wheel is spinning and then pointing at something that is very clear to you that you know you have to let go of. And I feel this is where the energy of death comes in, because there's been a death of a version of you. So there's this feeling of like, there's a lot of feelings I'm feeling with the 7 of Cups right now, because I feel your emotional body is being tugged away in different directions. And this is where it's important that you reconnect and create some, reconnect with yourself by creating peace and calm in your nervous system, in your mind, in your spirit. And from there, like, it's you pulling away from a situation, a verbal battle, or an energy that you know isn't good for you, or it's going to create friction or distraction or whatever this is. And to really look at it through a distance, to see what it is clearly. There is some sort of truth that is being revealed to you in your experience, right? So what I'm seeing here is it feels like the universe is responding to you, and it's your choice what you want to do next. That choice is completely up to you. And I feel that this is like the next step for you, the next chapter. You know what it is that you have to do, but for some reason, you're not taking the step or the action. And this might have to do with fear. That is the energy of the devil card. Or maybe you feel like you might not be able to do it, or you might not be able to say, like, or like there's something on your mind, but you haven't been saying it. But I'm seeing that now you are. And there is this like, there's so much heaviness with these 2 cards, like something you have been moving through or finding hard to move through. So you're putting a lot of effort and energy in this. I know that you are, because I can see that you are. And this has no power over you, especially the energy of the devil card. These are really strong. I can feel them. I felt these in my own life, and I found myself overcoming them. And this 7 of Cups is how you choose to move through these experiences step by step, day by day. One thing at a time. You don't have to do everything all at once. And, sometimes this experience with these, death and devil card, oh my goodness, it feels like it lasts forever. Like we can't seem to get out of it no matter what way we're going. But I want you to know there is hope. This energy makes you believe that it is true, but it's not. I'm getting like dependency or attachment to something. This could be like drugs. And, I saw a story on Instagram of a woman who was an alcoholic, and she uses exercise to overcome and battle that alcohol. So now she's been doing really well, and she says she misses it all the time, but she chooses this instead, like exercising, eating healthy, and living an abundant lifestyle. Even though that she still feels it's still there, she's not giving it power, right? She's like, no, the choices that I make are mine alone. So I feel this is what the Seven of Cups is you are overcoming all of this that feels heavy to you, right? And the Death card is an ending to something. So this could be ending that sugar addiction by now choosing to not buy sugar like gummy bears anymore or lollipops, not choosing to be in situations or settings where if you're trying to quit alcohol, you're just not going to places where you're going to feel like you have to participate in that experience. What I found was I was never an alcoholic, but I did drink socially. I don't drink at all anymore because my body doesn't allow me to. But I remember I didn't like the way I felt. Like I hate hangovers. So what I would do is I would just say to people when they'd offer me a drink is I don't drink. I don't say that I'm stopping drinking or quitting drinking. I just be like, yeah, I'm not drinking. I don't drink. And, you have peer pressure sometimes, depending on where you are, who you're hanging out with. I feel that this is you overcoming all of that. This is you saying goodbye to that old version because that version no longer exists in your mind. Maybe it does to other people, the people you're surrounded by, but it doesn't to you. So I feel you are riding this in between. You are between worlds as you are now integrating into this version of you that is at a higher frequency and a higher vibration. And you know what I noticed when I wasn't out drinking, or when I was out but not drinking, but everyone else was, I was like, oh my gosh, did I act like that too when I was drunk? Like, oh my gosh, like sometimes you can be so unaware of how you are in an experience when you're in the influence of something that feels good in the moment but isn't good for you long term, right? So it's very interesting how spirit is bringing information into your life or showing you the people or the connections that you have, because I feel you may be asking yourself, like, I'm not myself around this person. I'm not myself around this environment, or I feel like the energy just doesn't feel right. Like you're noticing it more. And because you are, it's giving you more and more confirmation that this version of you isn't you any longer. You're different. Hence, everything else starts to change. And that is usually the between worlds time where we're seeing things falling away and we're finding ourselves in a place that sometimes feels lonely, and people can't understand us because they haven't gone through what we did, and we feel like we're alone in the world, right? So I'm getting grief and a lot of different kinds of emotions that feel like they've hit the ground and been soaked in and marinated for a bit. But I feel for some of you, this is healing. I'm seeing some of you doing some inner work, talking, writing, working on really understanding that these experiences, they were there to strengthen you, not destroy you, right? So there's some sort of, I feel you have connected to God or spirit in some way recently. And what I'm getting here for some of you is like a near death experience, or like losing consciousness, or meditation, hypnotherapy, like you left your body and something happened there and then you came back and now you can share that. And I feel things have been different since then. So you're going to have to share with me if that's you out there and what that story was. What is it that you see? Now, the other thing this card is reminding me of is the fear of death, the fear of illness, and all these kinds of things. It feels like the Grim Reaper is behind you and you can't seem to let it go because the fear is there of something that hasn't happened yet. So there's like this feeling of all these emotions of something that hasn't even happened. So this is something, again, that has to do with the future that isn't true unless you're going to give it enough energy that you make it true. So you're incredibly powerful. So there's something that this energy is bringing into your awareness that is supporting you in riding the wave of abundance. This is actually not a negative card. It's actually a really good card that is letting you know that you're seeing in the darkness. You may be stepping into an energy that feels toxic to you in order to see. So sometimes I feel like um, you don't know something unless you've gone through it. This is how they're sharing it. So because I had a sugar addiction, like I needed sugar, I needed candies all the time. And it was hard to overcome that because they're so good, right? And bad teeth, sugar, hires your sugar. You could get diabetes, all kinds of things. So it's like I had to be in that, experiencing the candy and watching it, mess up my body in order to see like, okay, this is actually true. This thing does do this thing. I had to go into that toxic energy to figure that out. So it feels like you're coming out of it and you're able to share that with others. And maybe you have your own tricks or ways that you overcame that addiction to sugar, the addiction to smoking, alcohol, drugs, like whatever this is. I feel that there's a story here that some of you are meant to share in that journey you went on and then came out of. And the horse here is representing 2026. This is a year of the fire horse. This year is supporting you in the biggest way. But you also have to show up actively in the same energy to actually experience this, right? It's not just going to fall into your lap. You have to be actively participating in it. So the devil card is, I'm getting fear as the biggest one. Fear is an illusion. It is false evidence appearing real. And this wants you to believe that it's more powerful than you. So I used to be afraid of the dark when I was younger, like a young adult. And the only reason why I was afraid of it was because I see things, I hear things, I sense things. And I've always, since I was young. So it freaked me out, the things that I didn't understand. And I'm starting to realize that that's what it is. That's what the fear is something we don't understand, we don't know enough about. So the more that you're able to study it, the more that you're able to understand it, take it apart, really to study it, then you'll know. So I feel that some of you may have been in an experience to understand something more deeply. So you may be diving into the depths, into the shadows, into the darkness to uncover something that you wouldn't have seen unless you dived in there. And maybe the stuff that you are seeing or experiencing doesn't feel comfortable. And I don't think it's meant to, because it's an experience. It's got its own emotions, it's got its own thing with it, right? So I feel what's happening is that there's like a purge that is happening here with this. Something that is coming out all at once. And I'm getting an awakening, a realization, a third eye activation, like this like blast of energy, like a flash of light. This could be a lightning strike and you are out for a bit. I'm getting a lot of lightning strikes, thunderstorms. I'm seeing weather disturbances, and this is the energy it's coming in. So the devil card is letting me know that you are really being released or are released from something. This no longer exists. But it's your choice if you're going to continue giving it your power by focusing on it, right? And I'm getting someone who is manipulative. I'm getting a toxic energy, someone who has been living with maybe a narcissist or someone that makes you feel you are less than, or if this person wasn't in your life, you'd be nothing. Like I'm getting these, like, maybe these are thoughts, but I'm getting this like talking to yourself of something that was said to you by another person. So I feel that the energy is becoming more and more clear to you. I remember my own experience. I was in a connection with someone, like a friendship, and I started to notice that, wait a minute, this energy is draining me. It's an energy vampire. This is someone who is unaware of the amount of weight they put on others because of their own things, and pulling away, not realizing they're not giving anything. So there's this like awareness around the energy exchange in the relationships that you have, right? So I feel that you're more and more aware of what is in alignment with you and what isn't. You're more and more aware of what you're able to tolerate and what you are not able to tolerate. You're very aware of the energy exchange. It's not a tit for tat. That's not what this energy is. It's more like just being more aware of where you give your energy and how it is reciprocated, like exchanged, and adjustments being made, especially if you feel things aren't supporting you, right? If they're not supporting you, you're starting to reassess them and then do whatever it is that you want to with them. So this is what I'm seeing through this. And chains, locks, there's like this grip on something you don't want to let go of. What is this, Virgo? You can share with me in the comment section below. You don't have to grip or hold on to this anymore. There's like this fear of everything falling apart if you aren't holding on or gripping things together, like holding on tightly. It feels like everything will fall apart, and that's not what you're meant to do right now. That's not where you're meant to be. They want you to loosen the grip and allow things to organically and naturally do what they may, and not, feel the fear of what will happen if that did happen. Let it happen and see what happens, right? So we're going to pull a number frequency behind this wave of abundance and see what it wants to share with you. So we are getting the number 78, spiritual career. Some of you are being called to do a spiritual career. So 78, I'm getting some of you born in 1978. And 78 days around the message of this card. So we got pink and purple. Perhaps you've been drawn to this color or wearing more of this color. So I feel these are your lucky colors. So try wearing them and see what happens. So this card indicates an opportunity to embark upon a career in the mind, body, spirit arena. This could be a full or part-time venture. It's entirely up to you. You may already have the credentials to begin this work now, or you may require further study before you're ready to start. Whatever your situation, this card is confirmation that you have genuine talents and abilities that need to be put to good use. So you may decide to work as a clairvoyant, a life coach, homeopath, healer, Reiki master, artist, and see clients from your home, or try your hand at being a card reader, numerologist, or astrologer at your local mind, body, spirit, and the fairs that are out there. You may choose to be a writer of inspirational books or blogs, or conduct workshops in the community. Regardless of what you do and however big or small the scheme, you can turn it into a career with the potential for success. In order to improve your current situation, you are being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythms and cycles of your life. Cycles that are leading you to embark upon a spiritual career. I feel some of you have been thinking about it. And maybe it's been on your mind and you're feeling super excited, but you just haven't done it yet. Now's the time for you to do that. So only you can know when the time is right. But no matter what, you must believe you will succeed because you're going to succeed. Okay, so remove the limiting beliefs that prevent you from moving forward. Release any anxieties and trust in the divine. When you focus on being of service rather than your worries, doubts, and fears, the universe will send you opportunities to serve. All right, so I've got another affirmation here for you. Feel free to write this down and use it. I serve the greater good and am given all that I need. I serve the greater good and I'm given all that I need. So spiritual career through the frequency of the number 78. So look at that. So because we've got sweet success with the lollipop, I'm definitely getting bubble gum. I'm getting great flavored gum or bubble gum. And let's see what else. Cotton candy is coming through as well. Oh my gosh, I used to love cotton candy. 2828 transition. You are moving through a transition right now between worlds. So changes are bringing good things into your life. So these changes you're moving through, no matter how heavy and dense they are, keep moving through them. You're not stopping here. They're going to bring good things for you. You are being in between energy, so keep moving. This is a spiritual shift that you are passing through. Okay, so know that these angels are showing up in your life wearing blue colored outfits, blue color energy in your environment. It's the energy of these angels around you. So this is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed that, my family and I have lots more to share with you.
Ria and I have our helpful 14-day mindset shift and 60-day soul commitment challenge ebooks to help give you the tools to transform and grow into your best self.
You can find my special handmade intention candles made with loving care along with my other creations at Koto Create.
Hi, Tom here. Feel free to check out my spiritual health and wellness videos and more new stuff every day on Sacred Knowledge Living. And sometimes even these guys make an appearance. Take care and be calm.
Last but not least, my daughter and I have these beautiful pendant collections available at Sacred Haven. And Katomi and I are still creating videos at Sacred Oracles whenever we have time throughout the month. So you can find all the links in the description box below, and we appreciate all of your support.
Thank
you for watching. I'm sorry.
It's pretty close.